Hi, and thanks for tuning in with me today. I wanted to connect with you about the path of a light worker. And if you've tuned in here, probably you are intrigued by what a light worker is, or you are a light worker yourself. And you will understand that you are you have been called to do this, and it is a calling that may have hit you out of the blue, and it's an awakening that you cannot deny. You cannot turn the corner anymore and deny that you yourself have been called to be a light worker. And here are this is what you probably have experienced. And know that you're not alone. Know that there are many amongst us who have been called, who not necessarily have been asked, but have been called, not necessarily have asked to go for this calling, but have, it came knocking, whether you wanted it to or not. And you will know that you can't help but understand it. You can't help but at the core of your being understand that there is a definite shift happening on the planet. And you know that you've changed in such a way that you're able to have this connection with the planet that is so strong and so powerful, and that you are so guided, and you almost don't know what hit you. In fact, many light workers go through a vibrational change, and when you do that, you do have physical symptoms, as you will continue to, as we continue to raise the vibration of the human aura, the flesh here. As we continue to raise this, we're going to continue to go further and further on our mission, but we have to raise this vibration. So now, if you the symptoms are, some people, the common symptom is a mixture of your world falls apart between anxiety and it's internal and external. So you have like an internal kind of a earthquake. You could have anxiety, heart palpitations, sweating, high blood pressure. You can insomnia, some depression. A lot of I want you to know that a lot of people that are younger light workers, if not on their path, deal with depression. They have to be in the vibration of a higher plane, kind of, which that's what we're all raising to. And if a light worker is not on their path, it's a real good push for depression, because they're going against the nature of who they are, especially a light worker. Now, light worker, I want to get a little bit clear on this. These are not people that just sit home and pray for everybody. These are people, well, of course, let me tell you, sitting home and praying for everyone is probably about the highest thing you could ever do anyway, because it is the 2012, it's the new paradigm, it's vibration. So when you are praying and when you are sending out good, loving thoughts, that is just as powerful as going out and doing something. But as far as being a light worker, where you've been called to dedicate your life to healing the planet, and just everything that you do, and many are being called to do this now. I believe there is no reason to go any further with life at all if every human being on the planet is not spiritually fed. This is the time where if we are not spiritually taken care of, we are going to fall apart. In fact, Mother Earth insists on it. We cannot get away with what we were doing. So people that have been seekers of God, or a lighter way of living, or however, or have this connection, have been called now to really raise the vibration of the planet. It comes in many, many forms. If you've been called to do it as your life mission, you know that you absolutely know that you're guided. You absolutely know that there's no fear of money. You know that everything shows up for you, and you just start your day and you just take direction, and that's what you do. You just go about your day and you tune in, and you take direction from higher source, where you need to be, what you need to do, and you remain an open channel throughout your day to be the voice of spirit, to be the voice of God that is bringing in the highest good for the planet. So that's not just sitting home and praying. That's also working on your vibration and your life. And I don't mean this in a preachy way, because we're all human, especially light workers. Like, everybody thinks, oh, if you're spiritual, well, you shouldn't be doing this. If you're spiritual, you are so in touch with your emotion and your passion and your sense of life that you are on fire and you're driving. So yes, you're gonna be human. You're gonna get in arguments. You're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna want to stand up for things, and you're gonna want to, you're not gonna stop being human. You're not gonna stop putting out the anger or putting out the fearful thoughts. But the light worker really knows that they put a stop to that, because they know that they know that that vibration is exceptionally dangerous right now. The vibration of hate and tension, dense matter, anything that is a lower vibration is really, it's detrimental to the planet right now. And a light worker knows that they have to get rid of it. And luckily, we are kind of a team of people that float around and just show up at the right times, and we connect with the right people, or you hear the right thing, or you're guided to the right class to be able to release your frustrations with being human, or your frustrations with life, and continue to keep moving forward and to keep being a light worker and doing your mission while dealing with the struggles and as I said, being the difficulties of being in the human body. So that no, I want you to know, also being a light worker and dealing with the difficulties of being a human in a human body, you're not alone, and that we are raising our whole field of energy, where one day it's not going to be so difficult to be in the human body. And as you know, our bodies, our light bodies, are evolving. So things are changing. Mother Earth is changing. Our planet is going through a shift from a 3D Earth thought to a 5-dimensional thought paradigm. You are aware of this. You have been called to understand this. You have been called to explain this to other people, and because it's a beautiful thing, and there needs to be awareness and assistance. And the way that we do this is not, we never ever go push your way of living. That is not ever what we do. A light worker is so the opposite. A light worker lives by loving example, and knows that people will take what they want, they will leave the rest, they will be drawn to you, and they will float away if they don't resonate with you. Or they'll resonate with you in some areas and float away in others that don't. Because you know that there's no one leader, that you know that there's that people, there's so many different ways. So one person will get a little bit from you and a little bit over there and a little bit over there, and they'll put it all together and they'll get their understanding. But I will tell you, it all leads to oneness, whatever path it is. So a Lightworker's mission is to continue to help guide people to their inner selves. We also do this in many ways. Lightworkers also are working on the planet, not just on many levels. I mean, if you are out there, scientists, a lot of scientists are for the really, that's a light worker. A scientist is a light worker in a different form. Anyone who's moving the planet forward to a higher vibration, science and spirituality are really connected. And a light worker knows this. So we learn about, it's not just a spiritual thing, it's not religious. You're learning about everything on the planet. You're learning about how you can assist in many ways, because you are connected to all this. You are more of a wayshorer into the world of oneness. So your doors are open to learning about this, and it's an exciting journey. So I am happy to have connected with you. I am certain that you are sharing similar feelings and symptoms, and I believe that we will be staying in touch on our journey through either thought form or actual encounters through videos that I may see of you or you may see of me. And we know that in the process that we're all learning and loving, and as we go, and we are all sending each other light. We also know that in any moment we are connected to the eternal, we are connected to truth, we are connected to eternal answers, and that anything that is not truth and eternal will fall to the wayside. So I thank you for joining in. I'm going to do a few more videos on, I'm going to probably do quite a bit of videos on the Lightworker and the mission of the Lightworker. Maybe the Lightworkers Challenge, and I really have been called to do a video on what I'm going to call the Lightworker Radar, which is a thought system where you are very much tuned into where the consciousness is, where things are going. You're tuned into what's happening on the planet, and you will, if you're not, many Lightworkers are already in that space. We are all working together to share and love all that information, and we are all connected to it. So I thank you for joining in.